Hello.
ආයුබෝවන් සුබෝදෑසනක් සාදරයෙන් පිළිගන්නවා ඔබ සියලු දෙනාවම අද දින SLTC තක්සලාවට. ශ්‍රී ලංකා තාක්ෂණික විශ්වවිද්‍යාලය මගින් වත්මන් වසංගත තත්ත්වය හේතුවෙන් ඇති වී තිබෙන කාලීන අවශ්‍යතාවයට පිළිතුරක් වශයෙන් මෙරට සිසු දරුවන් වෙනුවෙන් කිසිදු ගාස්තු අය කිරීමකින් තොරව SLTC තක්සලාව උසස් පෙළ අත්පෙළ වැඩසටහන් මාලාව ශ්‍රී ලංකා තාක්ෂණික විශ්වවිද්‍යාලීය මාධ්‍ය ඒකකයේ දියදෝතක් ව්‍යාපෘතිය සමග අත්වැල් බැඳ ගනිමින් පවත්වනු ලබනවා. මෙහිදී ඔබට අපහසු විභාගය සඳහා වැඩි අවධානයක් යොමු විය යුතු ගිණුම්කරණය, ආර්ථික විද්‍යාව, සාමාන්‍ය ඉංග්‍රීසි, සිංහල, තොරතුරු හා sannivedana තාක්ෂණය, භෞතික විද්‍යාව, රසායනික විද්‍යාව, ජීව විද්‍යාව, සංයුක්ත ගණිතය, තාක්ෂණ වේදය සඳහා විද්‍යාව, ඉංජිනේරු තාක්ෂණ වේදය, ජෛව පද්ධති තාක්ෂණ වේදය හා තර්ක ශාස්ත්‍රය හා විද්‍යාත්මක ක්‍රමය වැනි තෝරාගත් විෂය කොටස් ආවරණය කිරීමට SLTC තක්සලාවේ ඇඳුරු මඬුල්ල සූදානම්. ඒ වගේම මෙරට ආයතනික බලයෙන් ක්‍රියාත්මක පර්යේෂණ පදනම් කරගත් පූර්ණ නේවාසික එකම විශ්වවිද්‍යාලය වන්නේ ශ්‍රී ලංකා තාක්ෂණික විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයයි. මෙහිදී ඉංජිනේරු පීඨය, තාක්ෂණික පීඨය, පරිගණක හා තොරතුරු තාක්ෂණ පීඨය, ව්‍යාපාර පීඨය හා සංගීත පීඨය යන පීඨ 5ක් යටතේ උපාධි වැඩසටහන් 25ක් ඉදිරිපත් කරනවා. තිවංක.
Thank you, Masha. Good morning, all my dear loving brothers and sisters. I am Tiwanka, undergraduate in Sri Lanka Technical Campus. Hope all you are doing well. First, we warmly welcome to you all to SLTC Thaksalawa. We also respectively welcome our lecturers and SLT Thaksalawa organizing members and moderators who have joined with us at this opening ceremony. First, I'd like to bring a brief introduction to you. What is the SLT Thaksalawa? SLT Thaksalawa is a program introduced by SLTC and Media Unity in Sri Lanka Technological Campus for students with the aim of providing coaching sessions to enhance the student learning experience to be prepared for the advanced level examinations. As a helping hand during the COVID-19 pandemic period, it is offered free of charge for any of you, and these are the subjects we hope to cover through the sessions are from Sinhala and Tamil medium. In Sinhala medium, we conducted by General English, Accounting, Economics, Information Communication Technology, Physics, Chemistry, Biology, Combined Maths, Science for Technology, Engineering Technology, Biosystems Engineering, Sinhala, Logic and Scientific Method. These are the all subjects are conducted by Sinhala medium. And General English, Engineering Technology, Biosystem Technology, Accounting, Economics, Information Communication Technology, Biology, Chemistry, Science for Technology, Physics. These are conducted by Tamil medium. Okay, I think now you have get some brief idea about the program SLTC Thaksalawa, and someone have a question. Who are the SLTC? Sri Lanka Technical Campus SLTC is the only corporate powered research based fully residential university in the country, located in the iconic satellite Earth station, sprawling as a 35-acre premises of the Zareen Greeny of Padukka. SLTC offered 25 degree programs in 5 disciplines under 5 schools: engineering, technology, computing and IT, business and music school. Imasha, over to you.
Thank you, Tiwanka. ඉතින් අපි රූපරාම් පෙළක් සූදානම් කරලා තියෙනවා SLTC කියන්නේ මොන ආකාරයේ විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයක්ද කියලා සම්බන්ධ වෙලා සිටින ඔබ සියලු දෙනාට දැක බලා ගන්න අප ප්‍රථමයෙන්ම ඒ රූපරාම් පෙළට යමු.
you dream of studying at a world-class university with an exciting and adventurous life experience? That is what awaits you at SLTC in the Paradise Island of Sri Lanka. Located in the lush suburbs of the city, a 35-acre university of serene greenery, the only state-owned, private sector and corporate-backed university in Sri Lanka. With state-of-the-art accommodation options, feel the warmth of a home away from home. Immerse in the adventure you're looking for at the world's top tourist destination of excitement, beauty, and the hub of activity, Sri Lanka. With exceptional teaching, a multitude of study options, plenty of pathways to choose from, a host of international affiliations to back them up, as well as the opportunity to explore your creativity, sports, gym facilities, and natural surroundings. Step into an experience of a lifetime, connecting with the best of the best. Welcome to your Lifetime Experience University.
ඒ වගේම අද දින දේශනය ආරම්භ කිරීමට මත්තෙන් මතක් කරන්න කැමති ඔබට යම්කිසි විෂය ගැටලුවක් පැන නගිනවා නම් YouTube ඔස්සේ සම්බන්ධ වන ඔබට පුළුවන් chat box එක හරහා අපට එම ප්‍රශ්න යොමු කරන්න. ඒ වගේම Zoom ඔස්සේ සම්බන්ධ වෙන ඔබටත් පුළුවන් එම ප්‍රශ්න ගැටලු අප වෙත යොමු කරන්න chat box එක හරහා. ඉතින් මේ ආරාධනය අද දින සාමාන්‍ය ඉංග්‍රීසි සඳහා උදේශනය මෙහෙයවීම සඳහා ශ්‍රී ලංකා තාක්ෂණික විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයේ සංවේදන හා නිපුණතා සංවර්ධන ඒකකයේ කතිකාචාර්ය සමන්ත වික්‍රමසිංහ මහතාට.
Okay, I would like to invite our lecturer who are conducted by General English subject by today, Mr. Samantha Vikramasinghe, the lecturer, the Center for Communication, Skill Development, SLTC, Bachelor of Art, Journalism in North Dakota State and Master of Art in Teaching English for Speakers of Other Languages in Concordia University in USA. Mr. Samantha Vikramasinghe, over to you.
Well, good morning to everyone. I hope you can hear me clearly. Can everybody hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Thank you, Imasha. Thank you, Tushan, for that very kind introduction. Now, everybody who has joined today to this session, and also those who are watching on YouTube, welcome. This is the first lecture with respect to general English. Now, today we are going to do some listening activities in order to increase our skills, okay, skills that we need to ace means do really good in our A-level exam. Now, first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a video, okay, I'm going to play a video. So if you have a pen and paper with you, I would really recommend you just have a pen and paper with you, okay, so you can note down something if I ask you to note something down. So this is going to be like an interactive session, okay, so I'm going to talk to you, you are also going to talk to me. You can use the chat box and or any other method to reach us, and so it's going to be a conversational session, okay. And also the video that I'm going to play, it's a poem, okay, it's a poem. Now, when you are listening to this poem, I want you to do two things, okay, two things. First of all, I want you to pay attention to the writer who wrote this poem, okay. That's your first thing you need to do. And the second thing you need to do is just think what is this poem is about, what is the subject of this poem, and who's the writer. So two things I want you to pay attention when you are listening to this poem. Okay, so I'm going to play the poem or share the poem with you right now. So listen carefully. All right, so let's see. All right. Give me 1 second here. Okay, so remember the two things I told you, okay? Then I'm going to play now.
I'm Nobody. Who Are You? By Emily Dickinson. I'm nobody. Who are you? Are you nobody too? Then there's a pair of us. Don't tell. They'd banish us, you know. How dreary to be somebody. How public, like a frog, to tell your name the livelong day to an admiring bog.
Okay, now if you listen to that poem, can you tell me who wrote the poem? So you can send it to the chat box as well. Who wrote the poem? Yes, I'm getting some answers from you. Yeah, the poem was written by Emily Dickinson. Emily Dickinson was an American poet. She wrote lots and lots of poetry. And the answer to my second question, what do you think this poem is about? What do you think this poem is about? Tell me. So I'm getting some answers. A lone path, okay, loneliness, okay, about who you are. So I'm getting a lot of messages about loneliness. Yes, actually, know about us when we are alone. Okay, loneliness. About who we are. Great. Now, all these answers are actually relevant to the message of the poem. Okay. Now, the poem talks about, yes, who Emily Dickinson is. Okay. And also, it talks about loneliness. It talks about not wanting to be popular, right? Every one of us like to be popular sometimes, right? But Emily Dickinson is saying us, it is very bad to be popular and recognized by other people. She doesn't like it, no? She says, I want to be a nobody. If you are also a nobody, then we are friends, she's saying, right? So she doesn't like all these popularity and fame and all these things, right? Now, some students are asking me about describing it Sinhala. Now, there are actually lots of students whose first language is not Sinhala here as well. So just listen to what I'm saying, okay? Try to understand. It's okay that you don't understand everything, okay? You are not supposed to understand everything, but listen to what I'm saying and try to understand what you can. Because I'm going to teach you today how to listen better, how to become a better listener, okay? In that way, you don't have to always rely on in learning asking other people to talk in another language. You will be able to understand and do work and get the tasks that we have planned today. So let me share my screen and do the presentation with you. Okay, now students, the thing with English or any other language is that language can be divided into, or any language can be divided into these 4 parts: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Okay, these are the things that we practice when we are taking even exams like IELTS. But basically when we want to learn language, we want to learn these 4 skills. Okay, 4 skills of English. Now, as you know, listening involves when you are listening to someone, or you are listening to a song, or listening to what's going on a movie. You are using your ears, no? You are using your ears. So what happens that audio sound, somebody's producing that audio sound, it goes into your ear. When I'm talking right now, you hear, maybe you are also wearing an audio device like me, or if somebody's talking to you, you hear the audio sound, and the sound goes to your ear, then you give meaning, it goes to your brain and it gives meaning, and you understand what is the other person is saying, right? Now, listening and reading, okay, listening and reading, they are somewhat similar. Okay, listening and reading, because when we listen, we hear the sound and we give meaning to it, we understand it. And also reading also, we read something on a paper, we read the letters, and we understand the content, and we give meaning to that. Okay, and speaking and writing is different, because when we speaking, we are using our vocal cords. No, we are making new words. We are using our lips, we are using our tongue, we are using our teeth. We are using our vocal cords to make a sound. When we are making a sound, we are speaking, right? And also when we are writing, we are writing new words. Okay, we are writing new words, we are making new words. So listening and reading is those 2 things are similar, and writing and speaking, those things are similar. Okay, so now what we are going to do is, today is we are going to learn how to become better listeners, and how to use listening in an exam environment, and also in any other educational setting. Okay, and now let me move on to the next slide. So when do we listen? We listen in everyday life. Okay, we listen in everyday life, and we listen in the classroom. We listen when we are in a group discussion, and we listen to music, songs. We listen to songs, right? We listen to music, and we listen to various instructions. Now I am giving you instructions, right? I'm giving you instructions. You are listening, right? You are listening to my instructions, and this is this kind of thing we always do. This is to what our brother say, our sister says, our mother says. Listening is, we do a lot of listening. In our life, we do lots of listening. Okay, and so why this listening is important? What is the relevance of this listening? So it improves speaking and pronunciation. Okay, when you listen, it improves our speaking and pronunciation. It helps us to pronounce things better. When you watch movies, when we watch English teledramas, we hear what other people are saying, and it helps us to pronounce the words as well, the way they are saying, right? uh, and also it develops interpersonal skills. Sometimes you must have met lots of people in life. When you're talking to them, they listen to you. Okay, They listen to you. They have great listening skills. They are listening to what you are saying and responding accordingly. So this is listening, students. It's a skill. Okay, it's not something that we get the ability to hear sounds from our birth, but as we grow and we become adults, we need to develop this skill. No, it's not you don't get it for free. Okay, you have to develop. You have to listen carefully, you have to listen attentively, and we are going to learn today, discuss about how to improve these things. Okay. And also listening help, attentive or effective listening helps us to answer questions with understanding. When somebody comes to you and tells you a problem, you listen to that person and you can give a proper answer. No, you can give a proper answer. Okay, so listening is quite important. So I'm getting some messages on chat box, and let me check. Yes. Yeah. So there are this terminology, the speaking and writing. These are called productive skills. You have to speak. This terminology is not very important. I think what is important is that we should know that when we are speaking and writing, it's a similar. These two similar things. But when we are listening and reading, it is similar. Those listening and reading is similar. Speaking and writing is similar because they can be categorized into these two groups. Now, what else we have here? Okay, so I'm getting lots of comments. Keep it going. Also, direct your questions to our moderators. Our moderators will pick on YouTube as well. Pick the correct or good questions, and they will come back to me so we can discuss about those things. Okay, so I'll move on. So when do we speak? We speak in class discussions. We in an educational setting or an environment. We speak in group activities. When we speak, we seminars like this also. Sometimes, so we have a quite large number attending this seminar today. It is not possible for everybody to speak, but in some occasions we get to speak, right, in seminars as well. And question and answer sessions also. When you ask questions from me, I give an answer. I ask a question from you, you give me an answer, right? So that's how it's going to work. And when we speak, it develops our interactive skills. It develops what are interactive skills? So interactive skills are our communication skills that help us to communicate better with other people. People who have good interaction skills, they can talk really well. They are very good at talking and listening. Okay, they are good at talking, at the same time they are good at listening. If you just talk, nobody likes you, right? Because you're not listening. If you just listen all the time, people don't know what you are thinking, right? So therefore, you need to listen better. First, you need to listen. I always tell you, become a good listener. Then you can speak. So the name of the session is also listen first, then speak. Okay, so it's a very good rule of thumb for all of us in our day-to-day lives. Okay, and also it helps our interpersonal skills. Interpersonal skills. When you are in a small group, you have to sometimes make decisions. You have to make decisions within the group. Okay, within the group you have to make decisions. In order to make decisions, there must be some kind of a good interpersonal skill. So people have to talk with each other and they have to agree on something. After agreeing, they can come to a decision. Okay, this is why we need to have good listening skills. When we listen better, we make better decisions. Okay, and finally, most of us like to become good public speakers. Okay, not that every one of us has the skill to do so. I remember, I can, I teach English, but I can remember at one point of my life, I could not speak in public, but like now, like I'm doing now. Because I didn't know the language, I had to learn the language. Then I had to practice, work hard, and also sometimes take challenges. Although some people might not think that my skills are not very good, but I took a challenge. So like that, I improved. No, it's not that one person speaks English like you sleep tonight, and when you wake up in the next morning you can speak. It's not like that, right? It's a journey, it's a process. No, it happens over time. So therefore, English speaking also, this when you learn to speak better, it improves your public speaking skills. Then you are presentable, you can speak much better in the public. Okay, now so we are going to do a few things today. So the first thing we are going to do is listening for the main idea. Listening for the main idea. Now, remember when I first did that poem with Emily Dickinson's poem, I asked you to listen to what is the main idea. What is the topic about this poem? That's listening to the main idea. So Emily Dickinson talked about being a nobody. So Emily Dickinson, she doesn't like so in that poem, she doesn't like that public attention and everything. She wants to be a nobody. So that's the main idea. And the other thing that we can do is listening for details. Okay, listening for details. So what are details? Listening for details. Okay, this one right here. Now, sometimes we need to listen to particular details. For example, like certain information that is valuable for us. For example, what kind of words, vocabulary used by the poet in that previous example I give you. In the poem, what kind of words that the poet used. So this is listening for some kind of detail. And what kind of what kind of rhythm or rhyme, what kind of musicality in that poem. So this kind of listening to some kind of a detail. So if you are listening to, for example, somebody telling a story, you can pay attention to details like what kind of clothes where is worn by the characters and so on. Now the next thing is listening for specific information. Now when we do this, we know exactly what we are looking for. So it's not like listening for details. Okay, listening for details, you sometimes hear something, you hear like dates, years, names, and all those things. Okay, names, date, years. For example, name of Emily Dickinson. But when you're listening for specific information, you know in your head you're looking for this. For example, you want to know more about China. So China, the country, you want to know more about China, and you want to learn more about people in China. So what you do, you do some search on the internet and you find this audio clip about China. So when you're listening to that, you already have listened to specific information. You are listening for information that you can use in whatever you are doing. Maybe you're writing a paper on China, or maybe you are just want to know the population. So you already have something in your mind, you are looking for that information. So this is listening for specific information. Now finally we speak about what we call predicting. Okay, predicting is it's like the meaning of the word, we are going to guess. Okay, guess what is in the video or what is in the listening. We always sometimes we meet people, maybe they have said something in the previous day. When we are going to meet the person, we guess, okay, what is this person is going to tell me. So you kind of guess, right? Maybe they look angry, or maybe they look frustrated. So this person going to tell me something because this person is angry. Oh, this person looks very happy. So maybe something good this person. So we are going to guess. We are guessing what is the person is going to say, or what is the video is going to say, or what is the audio clip is going to say. Okay. So I'll take a small, take a moment to observe the chat box here. Yes. Now we will be covering a lot of not on the only lecture. Okay. So we'll be covering grammar and also reading by different lectures from SLTC. So you'll get a lot of knowledge from very talented teachers we have here at SLTC. So so attend all our lectures. You'll get to know more about this. Now here, yeah, good. All right, so yeah, keep the questions coming. Please, I encourage you to ask questions throughout the session. So we'll come back to the chat and we'll address those questions. Now I'll move on. All right, so here now we are trying to listen for specific information. Okay, we are listening for specific information. I want you to listen to a name, a place, a profession, or an object. So if we are listening to with this for this specific information, with the purpose of finding specific information for an answer a question, this is what we are going to do. Now I'm going to play a recording. Okay, now I'm going to play a recording, and you need to fill in the blank. So the blank is here. I hope you all can see. So if you don't have an audio device, make sure that you turn on the audio in your laptop or your phone, or if you're wearing a headset, yeah, you will hear that audio through that headset or your laptop. Okay, so I want you to listen to the recording and fill in the blank using one word. So the customer is buying gift for his somebody. Okay, we don't know who he or she is buying the gift for. So after listening to this audio, we will know. Okay, so I'm going to play the audio.
May I help you?
I'm looking for a birthday present for my wife. What do you recommend?
Yeah, I'll play once again.
May I help you?
I'm looking for a birthday present for my wife. What do you recommend?
Okay, so the customer is buying a gift for his. What do you think is the answer? Okay, great. So I'm getting the correct answer from lots of students. So we have very smart students attending this session. Very good. So he is buying the gift for his wife, right? Now, what is really interesting about this is that now we listen for the specific information. So we were thinking who the person whoever was buying the present, we were listening carefully, listening for that specific information. Now, if I were to move on, yeah, and let me clear the annotation here. Okay, clear. So when listening for specific information, you should first read the question. Okay, even in your exam, when you have lots of reading in your exam, right? In the A-level exam, first of all, you need to read the question. So I told you reading and listening are similar compared to speaking and writing. So reading and listening kind of the same thing, but done in different levels. Now, even in listening, you need to read the question first in order to understand what kind of information that you are going to listen, right? Now, you should read the question. The question is fill in the blank using one word. The customer is buying the gift for his blank, right? Who? And while reading the question, underline the keywords, okay? So the customer is buying a gift. We just got to know he's buying this, she's buying the gift for his wife. Now, we can underline the part that we need to find the answer. After reading the question, we know that this person is buying the gift for someone, so we underline that part in order to find the answer. Okay, buying the person. Okay, now I
May
think
I help you?
I played the audio, so you gave all the correct answers. So this is the strategy that you should use when you are dealing with this kind of listening or reading. First read the questions, then look for that specific information that you need to find. Okay, so let's move on. Now there's another one, and this one is everybody please read the question first. Okay, read everybody. So the question is, which and how many medicine does she have to take every day? So this is talking about some person taking medicine. And you can see in the answers on the first day, there are 3 types of medicines that according to the first answer. Answer number 2 says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 kind of pills or medicine pills. And 1, I think this is an eye drop. Eye drop is something that you put into your eye. Okay, eye drops. And then answer number 3, you have two pills and 1 eye drop. So you read the question and you look at the given answers, and we are now when you are listening, you should listen to the correct one. Okay, now I'm going to play the audio and you should be able to listen it. So I'm going to play now. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
A woman is talking to her doctor. Which and how many medicines will she have to take every day?
Well, I'm giving you 3 kinds of medicine. Please take them after dinner every day.
Okay,
Take 2 of the round pills, 1 capsule, and 1 eardrop each time.
sure.
I'm giving you a 3-day course of medicine. If you're not better after that, come and see me again.
Thank you very much.
Get well soon.
Okay, great. If you know the answer, send me. Okay, I'm going to play again.
A woman is talking to her doctor. Which and how many medicines will she have to take every day?
Well, I'm giving you 3 kinds of medicine. Please take them after dinner every day.
Okay,
Take 2 of the round pills, 1 capsule, and 1 eardrop each time.
sure.
I'm giving you a 3-day course of medicine. If you're not better after that, come and see me again.
Thank you very much.
Get well soon.
Okay, great. So the answer is also there, but let me first look at the chat box. Okay, yeah, getting the answer. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, very good. By the way, that was an eardrop. Okay, it was not an eye drop. I thought it was an eye drop, but it's an eardrop. And also this one is called a capsule. No, this one is called a capsule. Not the round one, the other one. All right, so I got the answer. 3 kinds of medicine. Yes. Great, great. Okay, great. So
A woman is
now
talking.
let's go back. And I want to play that audio one more time, okay?
A woman is talking to her doctor. Which and how many medicines will she have to take every day?
Well, I'm giving you 3 kinds of medicine. Please take them after dinner every day.
Okay.
Take 2 of the round pills, 1 capsule, and 1 eardrop each time.
Sure.
I'm giving you a 3-day course of medicine. If you're not better after that, come and see me again.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Get well soon.
So the answer was 3 kinds of medicine. So many people wrote that 3 kinds of medicine, saying number 3. Number 3, I can understand that answer, that the doctor asked to take 3 kinds of medicine, but in the picture it was the number 4 was the answer. Okay, so let's move on. Now we are going to listen to the main idea. Okay, listening for the main idea. When listening for the main idea, do you need to know all the words? Then how do you understand the main idea? So I'm going to give you some tips. Okay, repetition. So one of the things that you have to be careful when one of the main ideas come, the speaker tend to repeat it every time, repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat. Okay, so repeat. So it means that the speaker is trying to give lots of importance to that idea. No, that's why he or she is repeating it again and again, right? Okay, now as you listen, you should pay close attention, concentrate on the audio recording, and understand what is being said. Now, keywords, what you call these words that are repeated all and over again and over again, usually nouns, verbs, and adjectives and adverbs. So I think you have learned these things in school about these nouns, verbs, and adjectives and adverbs. But basically, these are called content words. Okay? So usually we should listen to these kinds of things: nouns, verbs, adjectives, and adverbs. This content word can help you identify the topic and the general message. Okay. Now, listen for these expressions when finding specific information. Now, when we are listening to specific information, words like this one right here, we annotate here. Example. For example, because, since, due to, these are all words that you will hear if the speaker of the audio is telling specific information, and you need to listen to these kind of words that they are telling. And if you want to understand the definition of something, this means, this defines, these are all words that you need to pay attention to. Okay. All right, so let me move on to the next slide. So we are going to practice the main idea. Before that, let me just check the chat box and see how it's going. Okay. So yeah, keep the questions coming. All details about this SLT Thaksalawa, you can also ask from our moderators. They will also give you answers to these questions. Okay. Now let's practice the main idea. First, let's read it. Okay. What is the woman's problem? Number A, question answer for question number 1. A says she's worried about the ungraded paper. Answer B says she's nervous about talking to the professor. Okay, nervous means that she's feeling a little kind of she's not feeling well, she's nervous. Now, C, answer C is she's burdened about rewriting the paper. So this word burden means she feel like something she has to do, but it's a lot of work. She has to do a lot of work, so she feels burdened. This one is she's nervous. Nervous means she feel before we do a presentation or before doing a speech, we feel nervous. We feel like, oh, agitated. Sometimes we get like sweat a lot. We sweat a lot. When we are going to give a public speak or something like speech, we also feel like nervous. And the answer is she's worried. Worried means she don't know what's going on. She doesn't know what's going on. Okay, it's like she's not sure. Okay, maybe something bad will happen, something good will happen. She doesn't know. Okay, so what is a woman's problem? And question number 2 says, how did the woman answer when the man asked her how she is? So there are 2 parts to this audio, part 1 and part 2. And you need to listen to the audio and find the correct answer to number 1 and number 2. Okay, so I'm going to play the audio now.
Listen to a conversation between 2 students.
Hi, Kelsey. How's it going?
Well, I don't know. I just got my history paper back and my professor didn't grade it. He just wrote on it, "Come and talk to me about this."
Really? Is that all he said? Didn't he make any other comments?
No. So I'm really confused. This is the first time I ever got a paper back with no grade on it.
That is strange, isn't it?
Sure is. I did everything I was supposed to. I mean, I followed the instructions of the assignment.
You'd better go talk to him. You need to find out what he's thinking.
Yeah, I will. I hope he doesn't ask me to rewrite the paper.
Okay. I'm going to play it one more time. Okay, usually in your exam, you can read, when you're reading, you can read it over and over again. But you know that if you take a bigger exam, English exam like IELTS, they only play this kind of audio only once. But for the advantage of reading, so I told you that reading and listening similar things, no? So we can read it over again, but we also cannot spend a lot of time, okay? Because we need to answer other questions. We need to write our essay. We need to write a comprehension. All these things we need to do, right? So we need to do these things quickly and time manage. Now I'm going to play it one more time and send me the answer on the chat box, okay?
Listen to a conversation between 2 students.
Hi, Kelsey. How's it going?
Well, I don't know. I just got my history paper back and my professor didn't grade it. He just wrote on it, "Come and talk to me about this."
Really? Is that all he said? Didn't he make any other comments?
No. So I'm really confused. This is the first time I ever got a paper back with no grade on it.
That is strange, isn't it?
Sure is. I did everything I was supposed to. I mean, I followed the instructions of the assignment.
You'd better go talk to him. You need to find out what he's thinking.
Yeah, I will. I hope he doesn't ask me to rewrite the paper.
So let's check the chat box and see the answer for number 1. So I'm getting a range of different answers. So the correct answer for question number 1 is A. Okay. But let's see how many got it correct. Some students got it correct. Now, see, the thing is that we need to, when we are reading, we need to read carefully. Okay. So some of these words, they have similar meaning. Okay, they have similar meaning. For example, I told you, she feels. I told you the meaning of the word burden. Burden means that she has to do a lot of work. Now, nervous means she's feeling sort of I don't know, like excited, or at the same time she doesn't feel good. But here, if you read the complete sentence, she is nervous about talking to the professor. Okay, talking to the professor. Now, talking to the professor, was she nervous about talking to the professor? And she's burdened about rewriting the paper. But the main thing, the main idea was she is worried about the ungraded paper. She doesn't know what's going to happen. She doesn't know what's going to happen. Maybe she get a 0 grade. Maybe she gets, full marks. She doesn't know why the professor is asking to come to see him, right? Or her. Now, listening to the main idea, this is what students say. We need to find the main idea. The main idea, others can be also correct, but we need to know what is the main idea of the. So this is why we need the listening skill or the reading skill in order to identify what is the main idea. Okay. Okay. I think we are getting some chat. All right. Great. Now let's move on. The answer for the question number 2, how did the woman answer when the man asked her how she is? Can somebody also send the answer to number 2? How did the woman answer when the man asked her how she is? Yes, very good, very good. She was confused, right? She was confused. She was confused that she didn't know what was going to happen, right? She was confused. She didn't know why the professor asked her to come. So that's a very good word. Also, do I have any other words here? Okay. She was upset as well. She was upset. She was upset, but she didn't know what was going on, right? And okay, great. Good job. So keep the answers coming, okay? So I'm going to move on to the next slide. Now let's do some little bit of speaking. Okay, so students, you can raise your hand and unmute your microphone and answer this question when I ask you. This talks about importance of sports. Okay. Also, you can use the chat box as well. So, do you like to engage in sports activities? Do you like to engage in? Great. So, because of the pandemic, the COVID situation, we don't get to play outside very much. No, nowadays we are pretty much stuck indoors, right? Tell me, students, what kind of sports do you play? What kind of games do you play? What kind of sports? Okay, so variety of different sports. Chess, rugby, cricket, volleyball, netball, badminton, carom. Okay, good. Pool, cricket. So there are lots of sports. Some of kabaddi. Yes, kabaddi. So I haven't played kabaddi. Yeah, some people call gymming also. Going to the gym also nowadays considered as sport. Like you go and you work out and you run and you do all those things, right? LA, yes. Very good. And can you tell me what are some of the biggest benefits of engaging in sports? What are some of the benefits? Let's see here. Healthy life, good exercise. We can be active people. Relaxation of the mind. It reduces our fat in our body. Healthy life, free from stress, staying healthy and active. We have maintained our body. Yes, make new connection, very important. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, when we play sports, we meet new people, right? We learn how to work as a team. And there are some certain sport that we play individually. For example, like badminton and tennis. These are sports that are played individually. But there are team sports like cricket and netball and all those sports. So I would actually like to hear your voices as well. So if you want to speak, can you please raise your hand? Excuse me. I will call your name. I would like to hear your voice because we need to sort of speak, talk, listen to speak here as well. No? Right. So I can see some raised hands. So I'll ask one of you to answer one of these questions. So I'll ask, what are the biggest benefits of engaging in sports? From Sahan Tejan, are you there? Sahan? Sahan, good morning to you. Good morning, Sahan. I cannot hear your voice though. Okay, I think so. If you're raising your hand, I would like to talk with you. That's why I'm asking. How about Hansika? Hansika, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Hansika. What are the biggest benefits of engaging in sports, in your opinion?
It helps to improve our physical and mental fitness, team spirit, positive thinking.
Positive thinking, yes, very good, very smart. Did you hear what she said? It helps us to improve positive thinking. Thank you for sharing that, Hansika. I'll just ask one more student. Let's see who is here. Let's see. Raja Kulasingham. I don't know whether I pronounce your right name correctly. Sherin.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you. Very nice to talk to you. Can I ask you what kind of sports do you play?
Swimming.
Swimming. Oh, you are a swimmer. So what are some of the biggest benefits or advantages of swimming?
It is good to maintain our weight.
Great. Thank you for answering that question. Thank you. Now, I'm getting some messages on chat box as well. I think Darshi, are you there? Darshi, good morning. Can you hear me, Darshi?
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Darshi, what kind of sports do you like to play? What kind of sports do you like to play?
Badminton.
Badminton. So what do you think? What are the benefits of playing badminton?
It can maintain mental fitness and physical fitness.
Absolutely, can maintain our mental and physical fitness. Thank you very much for sharing that.
Thank you,
now, yeah, thank you. Now we have lots of students in this session. We have lots of students. I hope I can talk to everybody. I honestly do, but we can't do that. Now I hope that in the future, even after your A-level exam, you will speak up. You will take opportunities and speak like this in kind of this conferences. So we can practice speaking, right? And in your classroom, in your university, wherever you choose to go in your life, engaging in this speaking activities. Now I'll move on to another activity. Now we talked about sports and benefits of sports. Okay. Now we are going to listen to an audio clip, and we have to identify which benefits of doing sports are mentioned in the audio. So the audio will talk about benefits of engaging in sports. Okay. We are going to listen to the audio and kind of identify, maybe circle or write the letter. We can identify what are the mentioned in the video, what are the benefits. Okay, now I'm going to play the audio.
Good morning, class.
Morning.
So, today we're going to carry on with what we were talking about last class, which are the advantages of doing sport on a regular basis. Let's start by seeing how much you remember about the benefits of sport. I'm going to ask you some questions, and in your groups, I'd like you to answer them. Okay, so the first question is, can you remember 3 of the specific physical benefits sport offers to the human body that we discussed last class? Okay, Group B, what do you think?
Well, we've got 2.
Okay, let's hear them.
We think that doing sport reduces high blood pressure and the chance of getting diabetes.
Absolutely. Okay, does anyone have any other advantages? Yes, Group D?
Yeah, sport is good for your bones.
That's right. It strengthens our bones, particularly while we're still growing. Okay, we also discussed that sport can be good for our minds too because of the chemicals that our brains release when we exercise. Can anyone remember the name of these chemicals and how they make us feel? Group A.
Are they called euphoria?
Not exactly. Anyone else? Okay, Group B again.
Endorphins, and they make you feel euphoric or really happy.
That's right. So sport can help us feel happy and put us in a good mood because of these chemicals that are present in our bodies when we exercise. It also improves our capacity to concentrate, which is why doing PE at school can actually help you do better in exams. Okay, so that was basically what we covered last week.
Okay, great. So feel free to send me the answer through the chat box. So what I got A, F, G, E, F. Getting lots of answers here. Do you want me to play the video, audio again? I can play the audio again if you like. Okay, I will play it once more. Listen, okay?
Good morning, class.
Morning.
So, today we're going to carry on with what we were talking about last class, which are the advantages of doing sport on a regular basis. Let's start by seeing how much you remember about the benefits of sport. I'm going to ask you some questions, and in your groups, I'd like you to answer them. Okay, so the first question is, can you remember 3 of the specific physical benefits sport offers to the human body that we discussed last class? Okay, Group B, what do you think?
Well, we've got 2.
Okay, let's hear them.
We think that doing sport reduces high blood pressure and the chance of getting diabetes.
Absolutely. Okay, does anyone have any other advantages? Yes, Group D?
Yeah, sport is good for your bones.
That's right. It strengthens our bones, particularly while we're still growing. Okay, we also discussed that sport can be good for our minds too because of the chemicals that our brains release when we exercise. Can anyone remember the name of these chemicals and how they make us feel? Group A.
Are they called Euphoria?
Not exactly. Anyone else? Okay, Group B again.
Endorphins, and they make you feel euphoric or really happy.
That's right. So sport can help us feel happy and put us in a good mood because of these chemicals that are present in our bodies when we exercise. It also improves our capacity to concentrate, which is why doing PE at school can actually help you do better in exams. Okay, so that was basically what we
Right.
covered last week.
So that's the end of the audio. Okay. So these are the answers. We have A and D and F and G. So these are the answers. So check with your answers as well. Also, when you read, you have to read carefully. Okay. So just because you listen something, just because you hear something, it doesn't mean you have to read. For example, increase lower blood pressure. So when you read something like that, read carefully. It doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that what you're thinking sometimes. Okay. So always read carefully. So these are the correct answers. All right. So I'm going to move on to this final activity. We are going to practice some speaking, and after that we will conclude the session. Now, I have 3 dialog boxes here. First one, it's about talking about sport or exercise that you do for fitness. And you should say what it is, how often you do it, and why do you do it, and explain how this activity or sport helps your fitness. And I have number 2, describe a sport you like to play or watch. And you should say what kind of game or sport it is, and who you play it with, and where you play it. And explain why you enjoy playing it. Finally, we have 3, describe an indoor game that you liked to play when you were a child. What is it? With whom did you play? And how often you played it? How did you feel about it? Now, I want you to take a pen and paper and just note down some thoughts. So look at one of these boxes and pick something you like. Pick something you like and note down some of the answers or notes regarding the particular box that you select. Okay, so I'll give you about 2 to 3 minutes to prepare for this. So take a pen and pencil or pen and paper or pencil and paper, then note down. You can only select one, okay? Don't have to select two or 3. So some students are telling about the answer being the audio. I will get back to you and we'll discuss about it. And for some students, it's hard to understand because we don't practice enough this audio. We don't listen to the audio very much. We don't practice very much. We need to practice these things more. That's why we are doing seminars and sessions like this. Okay. So now just look at these questions and just make some notes. We'll come back together in like 2 minutes and we'll talk about this. Okay, I'm back. I hope you had some time to write down these answers, some questions to these answers. I get one message from student. She says, my favorite sport is badminton. I like to play it with my friends. It is so happy, and also I think it helps me to keep my body and mental health well. Thank you very much. Thank you. Any other answers? Please raise your hand if you want to tell your answer. Okay, now we have some students raising their hands. How about Betum? Betum, good morning to you. Betum, are you there? How about Hansika? Hansika, good morning. Oh, Hansika.
Good morning, sir.
Hansika, which one did you select?
Second one, sir.
Okay, can you tell me your answer?
I like to play cricket. It is a very popular sport. I play with my father and sister. We go to playground every Sunday and enjoy with cricket. It helps me to relax my mind, improve our thoughts, attitudes, etc. Cricket develops our personality and everything.
Thank you, Hansika, for that. And how about what else we have here? Let's see. Nafrisha, good morning to you. Nafrisha, can you hear me? So I'm getting answers on chat box as well. Darshi says, I play carom. It's an outdoor game. Well, carom, it's we can play it outdoors. You can take the carom board outside and play outdoors. But actually, carom is considered an indoor sport because you play it in the board. But definitely in Sri Lanka, sometimes we play it in the outdoors, right? I play with my brother. I play carom at my home and I enjoy it because it's interesting. I can spend my free time with my family and I do carom as my hobby. Very, very good. Lasita says, I like to play cricket. I am play with my friends. We play at our village playground. Yeah. Football is the sport I like the most, and I play with my elder brother in our storeroom and like it every time and watch every match of Ronaldo, Messi, and Neymar, and I respect that. Very good. My favorite game is cricket. I play with my friends. We play at sports clubs ground. Aditya, can you please give your answers? Aditya, are you there? Aditya, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Which one did you select, Aditya?
Third one, sir.
So can you please tell me your answer?
Yeah, sure. It is badminton. I played with my sister.
Mm-hmm.
I had been playing for 2 hours with my sister.
Okay.
It kind of fabulous thing in my life. I enjoy when I was playing with her. Actually, it's better feeling I have ever felt in my life.
Very good. So you
Thank
feel
you.
really good, no? Thank you very much. Thank you. Darshi, can you share your answer with me? Good morning, Darshi.
Good morning, sir.
Which one did you select from these 3 boxes?
Second one, sir.
Okay, great. Now tell me your answer.
I play carom. It's an indoor game, and I play with my brother. I play carom at my home, and I enjoy it because it's interesting, and I can spend my free time with my family, and I do carom as my hobby too.
Thank you. It's interesting that so many people are playing carom, especially during this pandemic time. Carom is a very good sport, no? Because we can play with our family members. We don't need to go outside. Thank you very much. I also got some chat messages in the chat. I like to play badminton and play with my brother. I play the badminton in every day. Actually, it is very enjoyable and makes me happy. I chose the second question. I like to play badminton. Yeah, so many nowadays badminton also has become very popular, right? Because of you can play it with few people. Sometimes indoors also you can play. So this student says badminton gives me body balance. I can focus to the aim. I can ignore the background sound. So actually, badminton helps this student to focus. Very good, very good. Thanks for sharing it. I love to play cricket. Tara says with family members. It's an outdoor game. It's a very popular game. Then I have Sandali. I chose the second question. I like to play badminton with my cousin sister. Yes. That's the focus, yes. All right. Now, some students have also commented on what kind of musical instruments that they are playing. It's really good. But we are talking about sports. So there are some karate players. Karate, I play this game several times. I do it for to reduce my anger. So just it helps you to deal with the anger. And there are lots of benefits of this game, karate. Yes, very good. Now I have a lot of answers coming through the chat box. I want to thank everybody for sharing these answers. Now we have to conclude our session as well. But before conclusion, I'll go through some of your concerns. Okay, and moderators also let me know if there are some specific questions that need to be answered. Now today, what did we talk about? We talked about effective listening. Why do we need effective listening? Because we as human beings, we listen to others all the time. We need to listen to others carefully. We need to sometimes listen to the specific information. We need to listen to details. We need to listen sometimes to something that we are interested, and we need to find more about that topic. Then also we need to listen. Okay, so we do different kinds of listening. Now I played some audios, and you listen to the audios and you did some activities, but you may have realized that it's not easy. No, we think that we are very good listeners, right? We think we are very good listeners all the time, but if you carefully listen to the audio, you will realize that there's some tiny little information that you didn't listen to. You just jump to the conclusion, but you don't listen to that tiny little information. So That's why we need to improve listening. Then how will this help us in the A-level exam? So before the A-level exam, I want you to go download some audio clips and listen to them, and listen carefully, listen for specific information, and write down what is in the audio, because it will help you with reading section. It will help you the reading section in the exam, because when you are reading, you are doing the same thing. You are doing the same thing. Okay, and let me look at the chat box here. So I'm still getting some answers for the oh, some students I didn't read your answer. I sorry, I apologize to you. I wish I could read all the answers. I want to thank you for sending the answer and sharing it with me. Okay, Shyam. My favorite sport is rugby. It's outdoor game. I play club player. Good. So there are some club rugby players here too. Okay. Okay. I'm getting more and more messages. Are there any questions you need to clarify? Well, there are some requests from students to teach business and statistics. I think our moderators and our crew will address this question. Yes. Also that yes, there are some questions that some in the chat that I can answer. Yes, SLTC, so with respect to SLTC, these questions can be answered by our moderators and the team. So our next lesson will be SLTC Thaksalawa A-level coaching session, reading. So now reading is really important. It's quite similar to listening, what we did today, but reading is important because most of in your exam, about 80% of your exam is going to be reading. So I want you to come to this lesson. Don't miss this lesson. And I think, can I ask Ms. Yudruni, at what time do we have this lesson tomorrow? Reading lesson?
It's on 20th September.
Oh, it's on.
30 onwards. You will get a memo or a flyer from our team.
All right. Thank you very much for your time, students. Please feel free to reach us. I hope you have a wonderful day, and remember the lesson from this whole listening thing is that listen more, listen to download and audio clips, listen and note down information, listen for specific information. It will definitely help you in your A-level exam. Thank you.
අද දිනේ දේශනය මෙහෙයවීම සඳහා සම්බන්ධ වූ ශ්‍රී ලංකා තාක්ෂණික විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයේ සංනිවේදන හා නිපුණතා සංවර්ධන ඒකකයේ කතිකාචාර්ය සමන්ත වික්‍රමසිංහ මහතාට ගෞරවනීය ස්තුතිය පුද කිරීමේ අවස්ථාවයි මේ. ඒ වගේම විශේෂ දැනුම් දීම් කිහිපයක් දැනුම් දෙන්න අවශ්‍යයි. ඔබ බලා සිටි දමිළ භාෂාවෙන් විකාශය වන සම්මන්ත්‍රණ මාලාව මෙම මාස 27 වන දින ආරම්භ කිරීමට නියමිතයි. ඒ වගේම අප ඉදිරියේදී පැවැත්වීමට නියමිත සම්මන්ත්‍රණ සඳහා විස්තර දැන ගැනීමට ඔබට පුළුවන් ශ්‍රී ලංකා තාක්ෂණික විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයේ නිල Facebook ගිණුම ඔස්සේ සම්බන්ධ වෙමින් විස්තර දැනගන්න. ඒ වගේම ශ්‍රී ලංකා තාක්ෂණික විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයේ මාධ්‍ය ඒකකයේ Facebook පිටුව ඔස්සේ ඔබට විස්තර දැන ගැනීමට හැකියාව තිබෙනවා. ඒ වගේම මතක් කරලා Insight YouTube නාලිකාවත් subscribe කර තබා ගන්න ඔබගේ ඉදිරි සම්මන්ත්‍රණ සඳහා සම්බන්ධ වීමට. ඒ වගේම ඉදිරියේදී ගිණුම්කරණය සඳහා සම්මන්ත්‍රණය 23 වන දින උදෑසන 9 සිට 11 වෙනතෙක් පැවැත්වීමට නියමිතයි. ඒ වගේම භෞතික විද්‍යාවත් එදිනම සවස 1 සිට 3 දක්වා පැවැත්වීමට නියමිතයි. ආර්ථික විද්‍යාව විෂය 24 වන දින උදෑසන 9 සිට 11 දක්වා, රසායනික විද්‍යාව විෂය 24 වන දින සවස 1 සිට සවස 3 දක්වා, ඒ වගේම ජීව විද්‍යාව විෂය 27 වන දින සවස 1 සිට සවස 3 දක්වා, තොරතුරු තාක්ෂණය විෂය 28 දින උදෑසන 9 සිට 11 දක්වා, තාක්ෂණ වේදය සඳහා විද්‍යාව විෂය 28 වන දින සවස 1 සිට 3 දක්වා, සංයුක්ත ගණිතය 29 වන දින සවස 1 සිට 3 දක්වා, ඉංජිනේරුකරණය සඳහා තාක්ෂණය ඉංජිනේරු තාක්ෂණය 11 වන දින එනම් ඔක්තෝබර් මාස 11 වන දින සවස 4 සිට 6 දක්වා පැවැත්වීමට නියමිතයි. ඊට අමතරව සිංහල තර්ක ශාස්ත්‍රය සහ ජෛව පද්ධති තාක්ෂණය සඳහා සම්මන්ත්‍රණ සෝදානම් කරලා තියෙනවා. අපත් සමග දිගටම රැඳී සිටින්න කියලා ඔබට ආරාධනා කරනවා. තිවංක.
Thank you, Masha. Thank you very much, Mr. Samantha Wickramasinghe, for your valuable time and great contribution to the SLTC Thaksalawa. My dear brothers and sisters, I will like to remind you your next sessions. Your next sessions will be 22nd of Monday at 9 p.m. to 11 a.m. And again, thank you contributing, my dear brothers and sisters. We think you are get a nice understanding about the subject today, and have a good day to all. We will meet the next session. And again, I would like to remind, if you want to get to know more information, you can refer our SLTC webpage and our YouTube channel. Go to the YouTube channel and subscribe it. And your next sessions will be accounting will be conducted on 23rd of September, and P6 on that day 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. and economics 24th of September 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. and chemistry on that day 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. And biology we conducted on 27th of September 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. and information communication technology we conducted it 28th of September on 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Science for technology on that day it will be on 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. And combined maths will be on 29th of September 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. and engineering for technology we will conduct on October 11 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. And again, we would like to remind you the Tamil session was conducted on this month 27th. Again, have a good day to all. We will meet the next sessions. Stay safe, stay good.
ඔතිවක එසේනම් මේ සෝදානම අදට නියමිත SLTC තක්සලාව නිමා කිරීමට සම්බන්ධව ඔබ සියලු දෙනාටම ස්තුතිය පුද කරන ගමන් මතක් කරනවා ඊළඟ දිනේදී තපත් සමග සම්බන්ධ වන්න. එනම් හෙට දින ගිණුම් කරන සම්මන්ත්‍රණය පැවැත්වීමට නියමිතයි. ඉතින් ඔබ සියලු දෙනාටම ස්තුතියි.